Alright, welcome to the third installment of Valor Knight. This time we're going to be playing through probably one of the hardest quests in the entire Lord of the Rings LCG, which is Escape from Guldur. Do ignore the occasional sounds of my laundry in the background. That's just the nature of the thing. So this quest is notoriously difficult. I don't even know how you beat this with just the starting quest deck, because if you notice, well, it's not on this card. On the when revealed, you actually have to notice this. When revealed, randomly select a hero and turn it face down. The hero is considered a prisoner, can't be used, can't be damaged, doesn't collect resources until it's rescued later in the quest, and the players as a group can't play more than one ally card each round. That's the stupidest thing ever, which makes this deck, or this quest, incredibly difficult to beat. So, in going about it, I've decided to cheat just a little bit. First, I'm taking a Grey Wanderer, which you can't use more than one starting hero. A Grey Wanderer Haldir, a Lorien deck. This is going to be incredibly useful. I'm cheating, by the way. And how I'm cheating is these two decks won't work unless only two of the heroes are the prisoner. Obviously, if Haldir is the prisoner, you're down a player, and that makes things basically impossible. On the flip side, I'm playing the notorious one deck, the one deck which has beaten every single quest in the game, and you pretty well have to have Elrond up in order to do that. So here's what I'm saying. These decks will work to beat this quest as long as you re-roll who gets imprisoned in the beginning, between Arwen or Eowyn. I've played it enough to know that really either of these can get turned over at the beginning and you're going to probably be okay. Eowyn would be the best choice. But you can't beat it if Haldir goes out, and it's tough if Elrond goes out as well. So we're not going to do that. I'm going to show what happens if you get a decent prisoner with these two decks. And so I'm going to flip a coin between Arwen heads and Eowyn tails on who gets imprisoned. But we'll just go ahead and read. So Stage 1A, the Lady Galadriel of Lorien has asked you to investigate the area in the vicinity of Dol Guldur. While doing so, one of your allies was ambushed by orcs, captured, and is now held in a dungeon cell. So we search the encounter deck for the 3 objective cards, reveal and place them in the staging area, place the Nazgul of Dol Guldur face up, but out of play, then shuffle the encounter deck and attach one encounter to each objective card. So we have 3 things. We've got Gandalf's Map, guarded restricted, raise your threat by 2 to claim this. When you claimed, you attach it to a hero you control. Attach hero can attack or defend. Shadow Key, escape from Dol Guldur, raise your threat by 2. At the end of each round, attached hero suffers a damage, so that's kind of stupid. And then this is, I think this is the worst one. At the end of each round, raise attached hero's controller's threat by 2. So you're actually raising it by 3, obviously. This one's going on Haldir, because he's going to have the lowest starting threat. Hopefully we're going to get a Warden of Healing out, so we can get the Shadow Key, and either Arwen or Eowyn, Arwen can take Gandalf's map, so hopefully she doesn't get imprisoned. If not, we're putting it on Eowyn, and Eowyn can't use her tank ability because she can't attack or defend. We could technically put it on Elrond as well if I felt like that was needed. But let's go ahead and move on. When revealed, we're going to select the hero. So we're going to flip the dice. 1 for Arwen, 2 for Eowyn. We got 2, so Eowyn goes by. And we're going to play with just these 2. We can still quest for a ton to start. Alright, next we gotta reveal our objectives. So, shove this first one, Enchanted Stream on Gandalf's map, not a big deal. Mountains of Mirkwood on the Shadow Key, and another Mountains of Mirkwood on the Dungeon Torch. That's really, really unfortunate for a lot of reasons. One, we're getting location locked in the first stage. 2, these both reveal cards from the encounter deck when we travel there. So they're just going to replace themselves. So that's frustrating. Going with the setup real fast, we're going to start with Haldir's player 1. He has the 1 ring attached to your hero, add it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. Your threat elimination is reduced by 5. Oh, sorry. This gets added to my hand. Search master card and add it to my hand. So boom, it's in my hand. And then Strider is the attachment. Grey Wanderer, you're allowed a printing cost of 1 attachment. We're going to put in Strider. while you control 2 or fewer heroes, which is all the time, we don't exhaust to commit to the quest, and while we control 5 or fewer characters, we're going to get +2 willpower, which we're always going to control 5 or fewer characters, because I'm not going to be playing any characters. I'm going to roll for our first hand. I forget what I'm looking for. Protector of Lorien is good, but it's not ideal, so I think I'm going to re-roll for our top 7 cards. Unexpected Courage is great, so that's good. Legolas is great as well for later. The Rivendell Minstrel is great, so great. We're only going to play one thing, and we're just going to go ahead and spend my 1 resource. I'm allowed the first non-unique card I play each planning phase doesn't require resource match. This non-unique, and boom. What this does is I get +1 attack, and then I can exhaust the 1 ring and raise my threat to double my printed attack, which means I can attack for 7 with Haldir off the bat. Turn 1 can attack with 7, can quest for 4 and attack for 7. That's kind of broken. This is also going to help because his combat action, if you've not engaged an enemy, exhaust him to declare him as an attacker against an enemy not engaged with you. That includes both in the staging area and with your fellow players. So he's just going to be sniping people the entire game, which is going to be kind of great. That's how we're going to take care. Hopefully when the Nazgul comes in, he's a 40, so hopefully our threat won't have hit 40, and he'll take care of the Nazgul in the staging area, and the Nazgul will never have to come down. Switching over. Yourself resource, we have to get Vilya. So this is a Vilya deck, and Vilya allows us to play a card off the top. We did not get it, so we're going to reshuffle. If I don't get Vilya, this game is basically over before it starts, which is incredibly frustrating. Okay, I got a little nervous there, but we got Vilya. We also got Gather Information, which is a side quest. I don't know if we're going to do that, though. We are just going to go ahead and tap for Vilya. And we have the Amaldris Stargazer, which will help me look, but we're going to take the gamble, and okay, Warden of Healing. Not great. Do note that Elrond, after a character is healed by another card effect, deal a damage, so Elrond makes this heal for 2, which is great, so we can be healing that damage off of whoever has the Shadow Key. Sorry for my dryer, it's not going to go much longer, hopefully. Then we're going to cheat a little bit. Discard a card from your hand to add a resource to a Noldor hero's resource pool or to Aragorn's resource pool. We're going to discard Elven Light, add a resource, and then this says Elven Light can only be played from your discard pile. Return it to your hand from your discard pile, then draw a card. So we're going to do that. Basically, for future turns, I'm just going to do that all in one motion. And we got Unexpected Courage. That is perfect. Because we're going to use Unexpected Courage to ready Elrond. For questing, we're going to send 4 with Haldir and 3 with Arwen for 7. We're already up against 6, so we're definitely raising our threat here. We got to draw 2 cards. Card number 1, Great Forest Web. Alright. Card number 2, player with the highest threat level attaches this card to one of his heroes. Attached hero doesn't ready during the resource phase unless you pay 2 resources from that hero's resource pool. Well, we're going to be able to do that at the beginning of the next turn, so that'll be okay. We do up our threat by 1 because we quested unsuccessfully, but not a huge deal. And then I think I'm going to travel to the mountains of Mirkwood because I think if this is an enemy, it does not deal damage to each exhausted character. Necromancer's Reach. Okay. Well, that's actually not terrible. So we dealt damage to Elrond, dealt damage to Arwen. We're going to exhaust the Warden of Healing to heal that damage right off of him. And that's going to be turn 1. So, didn't make any progress that turn, but I think we're looking okay. We've got the Shadow Key opened up. I want to be able to draw cards for a little bit longer, so that's why I didn't go that. But Gandalf's map is definitely the first one we want to clear. So we will move on to turn number 2. So refresh. I know Arwen does not stay refreshed. We get a resource here and here. I'm then going to go ahead and discard this to give her the second one. And we have to pay 2 resources. 1, 2. At the beginning of the turn. Arwen's unfortunately still exhausted, which means I might keep Elrond for questing. Which really sucks. Unless I just take a dramatic increase to our threat. Which I don't want to do. So we're not going to. If I could have gotten Unexpected Courage, that would be nice. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. At the end of the last turn, I'm going to exhaust this to ready Haldir and give him 2 resources. That'll up his threat an additional 1. So now when we refresh, he'll be at 12. He'll get another resource and draw a card. I'm going to spend 2 of his to play Unexpected Courage on Elrond, which means I'll be able to Vilya. Unfortunately, not right now because planning phase for this is over, but I'll Vilya after the quest phase. And I think that's all I'm going to play. So here we go for questing. 4, 7 again. This time again against 6. So really don't need to get location locked. Okay, each enemy in the staging area gets +1. That sucks. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to add another card, deal damage to each exhausted character. Good, get these out of the way. Get these out of the way. They do not matter. 2 treacheries. Again, we raise our threat by 2 again, which kind of stinks. I don't have a ton of threat reduction, and we can't travel. So that's really kind of the end of the game. End of the round. We'll exhaust the Warden of Healing. Heal this damage on. Ready, Elrond with Unexpected Courage, and then we're going to Vilya. And wow, we get another Warden of Healing. That's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. Wow. Alright, we're going to do this again. Raise threat by 1, 2 resources. Try to build up a little bit, maybe I can get Legolas. I could play Legolas this turn, which might be smart. I don't know where that switched. But yeah, turn 3, here we go. If it will load. Not the best start that I was hoping for, to be sure. Still looking for like some resourcefulness for Haldir. I'm tempted to play Legolas, but I'm going to be able to play the Imager Stargazer and look at a card. Look at the top 5 cards, so I'll know what I'll be Vilya-ing next turn. Warring Guide could be a good idea as well, just to go ahead and get progress going. It's tough only being able to play 1 ally. I think we're going to play the Protector of Lorien, so I can discard cards to give him a willpower boost if I need that. And that's what we'll do for him, to add a little bit more willpower. Refresh, up our threat. We're going to draw... Ah, dang. Would have been nice to just go ahead and play him. But, spin 2. He can pay for any allies that Imager Stargazer. Exhaust her to search the top 5 cards of the deck and put them back in any order. So, here are our top 5. So, Beorn is definitely who's coming in. We'll play Beorn now. I'll draw Test of Will next turn, and we will play the Eagles of the Misty Mountains. So let's Vilya and Unexpected Courage for Beorn. Not so much on the questing side of things, but quite a bit in the fighting side of things, and we can now send a little bit more. So Haldir for 4, and then we'll add 6, we'll send 10 this turn. And if Haldir needs to discard some things, we can. So we're already at 10, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, card number 1. Oh, great, the Hummerhorns. After they engage you, you deal 5 damage to a single hero you control, so that's death to a hero. But Haldir can kill them while they're in staging. And the second, please be an enemy. Okay, well, I didn't want that enemy. Goliant Spawn. Each character currently committed to the quest gets -1 till the end of phase. We committed 3 characters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. Alright, well we're going to discard 3 cards to try to even this out. Am I at 32 threat? I am. So it's going to engage. I really need to think about how I'm going to handle this. First off, I really can't up my threat that high. So we're going to discard 1, 2, 3 cards to make that even. I mean, Goliant Spawn is going to come down and engage. So Haldir can use his ability, but we might have to ready him. It's going to be kind of interesting. Beorn might be quick on the way out. So he has an ability, he gets +5 until the end of the phase, and then at the end of the phase in which you trigger this, we have to shuffle him back into the deck. So he can attack for 8. 8, 9, we need to do 11, which means we will be able to kill him. this turn. But I'm going to sacrifice one of my wardens for healing. So he's going to defend the attack. No shadow. Warden of healing is dead. Beorn's going to attack back for... well, actually, it's combat phase, so I'm going to do my combat action first. If you haven't engaged an enemy this round, we exhaust its 10 to declare him as an attacker against an enemy not engaged with you. So he's attacking for 4, and we're going to get rid of the Hummer Horns. Then I'm going to use the Grey Wanderer of my threat, 2 resources, ready him, attack again for 3, trigger his ability, attack again for 4, Baron's ability to make it 8. 8 plus 4 is 12, which is more than we need to kill the Ungoliant spawn. And Beorn sadly gets shuffled into the deck, which means I don't know what I'm going to be drawing. You can see how this quest can be incredibly annoying incredibly quickly, as we're 4 turns in and haven't made a single progress. So this could be a lost cause, but we shall see. I don't think so. I don't think just yet. I haven't given up just yet. We draw another Elven Light, which is card draw, which I should probably be using more of. I have an additional Unexpected Courage, which I might put on Haldir. But let's go ahead and check the top 5 cards for something good. Alright, oh, Furiel, that's who we want. And then I'll draw the Defender and play Brock next turn, hopefully. So let's Furiel. She's great, Quester. It's going to work perfect. And then I have my Unexpected Courage, and the question is, who do I want it on? An additional one for Elrond, meaning he could quest, as well as defend. Might be a good idea. Putting it on Haldir, though, would give him an additional attack, though he already has the Grey Wanderer, which is kind of like a ready, but it just costs us that extra threat. I think I'm going to play it on Haldir, because I think him being able to attack a ton of times is going to be super duper great. So Unexpected Courage on Haldir. Alright. Refresh. Resource, can't play another ally because I already played one, so that'll be the turn. Oh, this is scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then he's sending 10, 11, 12, 13. Hopefully we can actually make some progress. Furiel's ability, after she commits to the quest, look at the top card of the encounter deck, and you may discard the looked at card. Probably should have put that on Elrond. We're gonna do that actually. Put it on Elrond so he can defend attacks. Anyway, sending 13. I can look at this one and discard it if I don't like it. Okay. Next time player would draw 1 or more cards. Ooh. Attaches to the first player, which would put it in place of that defender, but I can just use the character to do that, so that's okay. Well, okay, so we're not going to discard it, we're going to go ahead and play it, and boom, it goes in place. That's card number 1. Card number 2, Guldur Beastmaster. Okay, I think we're going to make progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8. 5 progress, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I kind of want to build my board state a little bit more before we go to the Enchanted Stream, so why not go ahead and clear this, put that up there. Until the end of the phase, raise the total threatened staging by X, where X is the number of players of the game. Doesn't matter. And that is a good turn. So we've cleared everything except the Enchanted Stream. We do have this Beastmaster. And here comes Haldir. He can attack for a ton. So watch this. We're going to exhaust the 1 ring. And when I do, I raise my threat by 1. I double my character's printed attack. So that 3 goes to 6. We have the +1 for 7. I swing at an enemy I'm not engaged with, which is the Guldur Beastmaster, and we just take that guy out in one fell swoop. Now we are rolling. This is how this deck is supposed to work. Going into turn number 5, we're out of secrecy for Haldir's purposes, but he has so many resources, it really doesn't matter. Sure, let's go ahead and Ancient Math him. I can play a... I know I don't have the thing, but I can play 1 unique card, non-unique card, without requiring a resource match. I could put in Legolas, but I'm going to trust the 1 deck to put in the allies so that they can do more defending and things. So here we go. Refresh, up to threat, resources, up. This is the card we would have drawn. So we discard this. And then we're going to, I can't even say her name. We're going to her to figure out what it is that I want to play in the top 5 cards. So I think it's Brock. I think there's no question there. So we'll Vilya for Brock. Another great card. And you know what? I'm thinking we use the Elven Light trick, give her the resource, spend it to play it to draw the defender, and go ahead and play. Oh wait, I can't do that. I'm so silly. Well, I'll have it. So the defender will be here, which means I think I'm drawing Elfhelm next turn. That was a mistake on my part. Forgot you can't play more than one ally. Well, we quested just fine last turn, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Brock is back to defend. So 13, and we can discard this card if we don't like it. Do I want to discard the Dungeon Jailer? Hard part is, Haldir can kind of take him. We can kind of take him with Elrond. So he has 8. We can do 1, 2, or he can block. I can do 1, 2, then the 7 thing. So we can take him. He's only a 1-threat enemy. I think we're going to allow that one to slide. That may be a mistake. Oh, it was a mistake. We have our Cavern Guardian. Doomed 1. So here's the Doomed 1. And let's see how much progress we made. So 13 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is 6 progress. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ancient Mathem triggers, which allows the first player to draw 3 cards, which is Haldir, so I'll throw those down there. And then I guess we need to travel here. So when we travel, we have to raise our threat by 2 to attach it to a hero. Ooh, well, it's gonna happen eventually. So here's the threat raised by 2 to give that to Arwen. So now we can actually clear this quest phase. Cavern Guardian comes down to attack. I'm going to shoot the guy up with Haldir. He's attacking for 2, Elrond's defending for 3. And no shadow. So all good there. On this end of things, Haldir is first going to shoot for 3. 4, 5, which is enough to kill the Cavern Guardian. Then going to exhaust the Great Wanderer, pop my threat, give myself 2 resources, and ready him. And since I haven't engaged an enemy this round, I can exhaust him to clear him as an attacker. We're going to use the 1 ring again, that plus 1. So attacking for 1, 2, 3, double to 6, plus 1 is 7. 7 minus 3 is, 4 damage on the Dungeon Jailer. So next turn, I'm going to just do that again and kill him. That will be the plan. And we will be looking pretty good. My threat's a little bit higher than I would like on both sides of the board here. But hopefully we can kind of recover. Okay, another Stargazer. Alright, well we're going to Stargazer first. Gandalf. I can get Gandalf in for free. I can get Guldur in for free. I can get Ubire in for free. Gandalf would be great to lower my threat, though. So I think we're going to go Gandalf, and I want to draw the Unexpected Courage next turn. So, Vilya in comes Gandalf. Drop our threat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep us in the game a little bit longer. And that's the only ally we can play this turn. But I'm feeling confident in the abilities. Let's see what we got. Another Unexpected Courage. Oops. Ready to many up. Oh, well that's actually perfect, because I can go ahead and play the Unexpected Courage. And then we're going to play this Woodman's Clearing, which will drop the first player's threat by 3 when we clear it, which will drop us down over here even more, which would be nice, give us some longevity in this kind of long quest. So for questing, we're going to send Haldir for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 seems to be all that we need. Especially since there's only 3 in staging, and I can discard this card if I don't like it. First player deals 2 damage to a character committed to the quest. 2203 enemy. Yeah, we're going to let that slide. So that'll go. First player is going to choose character to deal 2 damage to. We're going to put that actually on Haldir, because even if the next character is a Necromancer's Reach, he's going to be okay. And the next card is another Guldur Beastmaster. Alright, good. The more enemies, the better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you gain 6. 6 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First player lowers their threat by 3 on the Woodman's Clearing. So that's awesome. And we make enough progress to move on. Finding a hidden entrance to the dungeon of Guldur at last, you attempt to make your way through the caverns beneath the hills, searching for your imprisoned friend. The denizens of this labyrinth stand in your way, while the jailers protect the prisoner. Alright. After placing any number of progress tokens on this card, flip the prisoner up and place a damage token on it. This here has been rescued and may now be used by its controller. Again, the players as a group can't play more than 1 ally each round. We can't move on unless we have all of the objectives. We also need to remember that when the prisoner is rescued, we move the Nazgul into the staging area, where I'm going to shoot it in 3 turns with Haldir and kill it. So that's the plan. Alright, but for this turn, the only thing that's going to come down and engage is the Guldur Orcs. I think that's the wisest thing. Because I could technically take the Beastmaster, I think, as well, but I'm not going to do that this turn because I don't think I absolutely have to. How many readies do I have with him? Basically 2. So I get 3 attacks with him. That'll work, actually. Let's bring it down. Alright, both enemies. So this one requires engages, and then we're going to optionally engage. This one, he actually gets, when he attacks, he gets 2 shadow cards. So he's attacking for 3. I'm going to defend this one with Gandalf. No shadow effects. This one's attacking for 2. I'm going to defend with Elrond. Yep. Attacking enemy gets +1. So that's 3. Still nothing. Alright. Those are all the attacks. We're going to go ahead and first attack for 3 to get rid of... I want to get rid of the Guldur Orcs. No. We're going to attack for 3 against the Beastmaster. 3 minus 1 is... Oh no, I'm attacking for 4, always. I always forget that, because I get +1 there. So attacking for 4. So 4 minus 1 is 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to Unexpected Courage ready. Attack again for 4. So 1, 2, 3. And that's enough. Then we're going to use the Grey Wanderer, up my threat, ready, and heal. Exhaust this, raise my threat, so we're attacking for 3, doubled into 6 plus 1, so 7. 7 minus 3 is 3, 4 on the jailer, and he goes into the victory display. Which the Nazgul should too, but the game is stupid, so it won't. Alright, moving on to the next turn. This is a slow kind of build, but I think right now we're looking pretty okay. Part of me wants to play Legolas because he's got that ranged, so he can shoot enemies as well. So I think we're going to play Legolas. So still control only 2 characters, and that'll be good for those purposes. Switch on over here. Refresh. Gandalf goes bye-bye. Card I get is another Unexpected Courage, which we might save. Can't play another ally, so I really can't play anything. I could technically use this to have more time to build my board state, but I'm not going to. We're not even going to play her this time around, so that's all we're going to do. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 again. We're going to try to bulldoze through this part. Should we discard this? No, because I'm going to get rid of it soon. Actually, that's really annoying if I don't have a northern tracker, which I do not. Ooh, this is such a risk. Okay, we'll get rid of that one. Alright, card number 1. Of course, I should not have gotten rid of it. Alright, Doomed 1. And it surges into card number 1. Another Forest Web. Card number 2. Another Guldur Orcs. We'll throw that damage on Elrond this time. Okay. So 13 against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is again 6 progress. Now we get to flip the hit prisoner card up and place a damage token on it, and this character has been rescued. So awesome. Hey Eowyn, good to see you. You're going to be able to just smash the Nazgul. But I think I'm going to conclude this as a part 1 now that we got Eowyn, and we'll finish up the rest in part 2.